So I'm just here to take accountability for some things that came out about me recently, and throughout this video I won't be giving you any excuses or anything like that. I'm just going to be owning up to the things that I did, and let's just get into it. So if you're unaware, TwitLonger was released earlier today about me addressing some things that happened in 2016 when I was 19 years old. I just want to put a disclaimer here as well. If I'm laughing or smiling during this video, it's not because I don't care. Like, I feel really bad about all the shit that's done, but I'm just not really good at processing negative emotion. It's one of the things that I need to get help with when I seek out therapy. So just understand that. This isn't me downplaying it or trying to make light of what's happened. It's just, this is how I deal with situations like this. Let's start with the NSFW art. So as some of you may know, I like to draw. So back in 2016, I wanted to get better at drawing, so I started drawing NSFW art in an attempt to improve my skills at drawing anatomy. So I did that. I started drawing hentai, and then at the same time I started doing that, it became a running gag in the group chat that I was in that had people from 13 years old up until, I was the oldest, I was 19. Became a running gag to sort of ship each other together in pairings, kind of like anime, like I'm gonna ship Naruto and Sakura, sort of like that. So how it started was there was art that was drawn of me with another person in the group chat that was obviously underage. I think I was the only person that was an adult at the time, without my consent. And a couple other images were drawn with similar pairings of other people in the group chat. So then I took it upon myself to join in on the joke that we were all partaking in and drew an image of Albie with another person in the group chat who I will not name out of respect for their privacy. Those images don't exist anymore because I deleted them, as Albie stated in his TwitLonger. They were on Rule 34 up until a couple days ago, but then I deleted them because I didn't want them to exist anymore because they're really weird and gross. So I went to go take them down because I haven't looked at it since 2016. Really dumb of me to post it online anyway. So there's that, and I want you guys to understand like my reasoning behind doing the things that I did. So when I was young, like from when I was 18 and 19 and carried on to like I was 20 years old, I had not matured mentally at all. I was very childish, very immature, and I would often do things on impulse without calculating the consequences in my head. So people who knew me at that time knew I was very outrageous in the things that I did. And the people who were in that group chat can attest to it to this day. That's really why most of the stuff that I'm about to talk about happened, is because when I turned 18, I didn't feel like I was an adult. It carried on until I was like 20 years old. I would often say things like, I still feel like I'm a kid, or I still feel like I'm 16. Because it never really clicked for me that when you turn 18, like you have to make a change in your personality and the way you carry yourself. And especially when you're interacting with people who are not 18 and who are not the same age as you. So that's really why I did most of these things. It doesn't excuse it at all. Like I said, I'm not going to be making excuses throughout this video. That's not what this is. This isn't an excuse being like, oh, I was just immature. Like, I shouldn't have did the things I did. I just want you to understand my thought process behind it, and also understand that that's not the person that I am today. I'm 22 years old now. I've matured a lot since that point, and I've been through a lot, and it's really shaped and molded me as a person. And I can say with 100% confidence that I wouldn't do any shit even vaguely similar to that today. Like, it just would not happen, because it's fucking weird. I am an adult, and I view myself as such, and I carry myself as such in the community as well. So let's move on to the nude pictures that were shared on the chat. So in this chat, this group chat that had people from 13 years old to my age, 19 at the time, the conversations would all often veer off into like adult topics like porn, sex, etc. And just thinking back on that now, that's like a red flag. I should have removed myself from the chat as soon as conversations started to veer off in that manner. We would often try to like shield the 13-year-old from like those kind of conversations, but they would still happen in the chat. Like, there's nothing stopping them from scrolling up and reading it. I should have removed myself at that point, the start, but like I said, I didn't view myself as an adult and them as children. I viewed it as like my friend group, and I was extremely comfortable like sharing anything with them, because not all of them were like super young. They were like people who were like just a year younger than me or 2 years. They would also like make separate group chats amongst themselves, myself not included, where they would share nude photos of themselves with each other, which is really weird thinking about it. It was like a weirdly sexual environment with everyone in that chat. Thinking about it now, that's kind of like a big problem with the Smash community at large. People like myself, when I was 18 and 19, Coney posted a video about this earlier. He's like, people that enter the Smash scene, and then most of the people that they're interacting with are like young people, like 13 to like 16, you know, very like high school, middle school age people. Like I entered the scene when I think I was 16, and then the only people I was interacting with for the rest of that time was other people that were in high school or in middle school. So a lot, like I never really matured when I turned 18, because when I turned 18 I was still hanging out with people in the Smash scene that are all young people. So I think that's a big part of like why most of this shit is coming out. And like I hate to get on a soapbox when I'm making a video taking accountability, but I just thought it's important to mention that. That's like why a lot of shit like this happens, because people get in the Smash community, they grow up, but they don't grow up, you know? And that's kind of what happened in my situation. Like I was aged, but I didn't grow up mentally. So I thought a lot of the shit was acceptable. It like didn't calculate in my brain. But let me stop stalling and address the nudes. So conversations would often delve into like adult topics, and they would share nudes of themselves and lewd pictures amongst themselves, and sometimes in the chat that I was in. I thought it would be funny to post a picture of myself in the chat just for like shock value. I thought it was really fucking funny. I was rolling laughing after I posted it. As you can see in Albie's Twitlonger, I was made aware that of the person that was 13 years old in the group chat, or 14 I think, I can't remember. And I posted it anyway. So they were like, oh, bro, don't post it. Remember, there's a kid in this chat. And I was like, oh, and then I just posted the picture. So I posted that picture myself, and that was pretty much the end of it from there. I don't feel like there's much I can say about that. There's no excuse for it. It's fucking weird. I'd like to mention that in the Twitlonger that Albie posted, the top image and the image below that, I'm not nude. I'm wearing a towel. I'm not nude in those photos. Like I have pants on or like a towel on. It's still weird that I sent it in the chat, but I just want to mention that he blurred them out, but my dick isn't out in those pictures. And the third one, clearly, yeah, it is. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. That doesn't like make it better, but at least I didn't spam the chat with fucking nude photos of myself. So that's about it. I reached out to the person that I drew art of in attempts to like apologize to them, because I do feel really bad. They haven't responded to me yet, which makes sense. I'd still like to get in contact with them. The 13-year-old in the chat, we're actually close friends for a long time. We haven't talked recently, but me and him talked about it after the fact, after the image was posted, and I did apologize to them. And I asked them, I was like, did you see that image? And they said that they didn't, but either way, it doesn't excuse it. I'm just glad that that really young person wasn't exposed to it, but the rest of the minors that were in the chat, like remember, it was like I was the only adult in that chat. They weren't exposed to it either. So me and that person have already hashed it out. I've already apologized to them and taken accountability. And I want to make a point to you guys that I've grown from all these experiences. Like I wouldn't do this type of shit again. I also want you to understand that me sending that photo to the chat wasn't in attempts to like normalize me sexually to minors or groom them in any sort of weird way. I really don't like that when stuff like this comes out about people are quick to call them like a pedophile, but like I wasn't grooming anybody. It's not like I went out of my way to go into that like their DMs like one-on-one and send a dick pic. I sent it to the group to like get a reaction out of them, and that was the extent of it. I don't prey on kids. I don't like kids. It's fucking weird. For people to assume that of me is, I guess it's fair, like seeing what you saw, but I wasn't grooming anyone, so there's that. So there's a clear distinction between me going one-on-one and like sending a nude to a kid, for like me sending a nude to a group chat filled with people that I'm very close with. And there were 2 other adults in the chat, so I just viewed it as like a chat with my close friends that I could feel safe there. You have to understand the difference. And that also doesn't excuse the behavior as well. Like, I understand this shit is weird and it's fucked up. And I can't stress enough like how much I've grown from these experiences, and people who know me can tell you that I don't do the same kind of wild shit that I did when I was 19. I'd also like to mention that I've had a lot of people during this experience tell me that this isn't about canceling. This is about canceling people, because after this was posted, I don't have a job in Smash anymore. I used to be a coach for a professional team. No one's gonna hire me for commentary. My Smash career is over. I can't do anything at all. So effectively, I have been canceled. So if you wanna run around and say, no, this is about taking accountability and growing as a person, that's not what it's about. I've lost everything that I've built in the past 6 years. I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with it. I'm gonna go do something else with my life. I'm sorry to anyone who like looked up to me. I really wanted to be like someone that you guys could like look up to and like be a role model. Despite all the mistakes that I've made in my past, I wanted to be a better person and like show you guys like how you should carry yourself like as a person. And if you watch my recent streams, I'm always telling my Twitch chat like how to carry yourself and like how to be like a respectable person. So that really was my goal, and it sucks that I can't do that anymore because I'm really passionate about the Smash community and I want to see them grow and like be better, and I'm just done. So if you guys really wanted me, like I would love to return to Smash, but like if you guys really wanted me to grow and learn, then I wouldn't be seeing people tell me to like leave the community forever. So, and that is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be playing Smash anymore. I'm not gonna be commentating. I'm not gonna be coaching. I'm not upset that I'm being canceled. I just don't want people being disingenuous and being like, it's not about canceling, it's about growth and accountability. Just be real. Like you just want me done. I'm done now, so like just be real with your shit. In both Twitlongers, they were like, I don't want anything to happen to Turtle, I just want him to be better. Like, no you don't, bro. You just want me to lose everything, and I have. And I'm also seeing people that posted Twitlongers about me retweeting that I got dropped by my employers. They're clearly happy that this is happening to me. Like, this was the point of them posting it. Not to say that what I did was acceptable, and I knew that, and I'm a better person now because of that, but just be real. Like, you just want me to lose my job. Just fucking be straight up with it. Don't act like you're a hero. So if you say it's not about canceling, you're fucking wrong, because I just got canceled and I can't do anything anymore. So that's awesome. I'd also like to mention, I'm seeing a lot of my friends make tweets like, how could this happen? I'm so ashamed, like I'm so disappointed. These are people that were in the group chat and fucking knew what happened. For the past like couple of years, we've all been not talking about it because we knew it was weird and we knew I shouldn't have done it. And we've all kind of moved on from it, everyone that was in the group chat. But now I'm seeing friends that I've been friends with them before and since then now be like, man, I'm so disappointed. Nigga, you knew! You didn't say anything? You're gonna act like, that's like the most annoying part to me. So people who are saying shit like that now, why? Just be real. So I'm gonna be going to therapy because there's a lot of shit that I need to work through. Not only like my immaturity, even though it's better now, there's still a lot of shit that's like going on. I'm not going to therapy to fix my pedophilia because I don't like kids. I really want to stress that. Like, I did all of this because I was immature and it was for a joke. I'm not some weirdo pedophile, okay? And if you think that, I think you're probably like, you just like, that's just what you want to believe. Like, nothing I can say will change your mind on that. I'm not going to be making Smash tutorials anymore, even though I feel like I finally got good at it, which sucks. I'm not gonna be going to Smash tournaments. I'm not gonna be competing. You might see me on, bro. If you see me on Elite Smash, make sure that you screenshot it so you can dunk on me. Be like, I beat a pedophile. Make sure you screenshot it so you can dunk on me. I'm not gonna be doing anything Smash related. I'll be doing some other stuff, but you know, you don't have to hear about it. Oh, one last thing. I find it odd that now that this Twitlonger has come out, which is obvious, the things that they're saying are obviously true because they have proof. I find it odd that people are now thinking that Sarah's Twitlonger is now like retroactively true. It's not. I didn't rape her. I didn't have sex with a 15-year-old. And yeah, I owned up to the Discord thing. I sent it as a joke, and I did own up to dating a 17-year-old when I was 20. So just because this Twitlonger is true doesn't retroactively make the other one true, because the other one is like a lot of baseless claims that are made. So I just want you guys to have like like just like think through it. Fuck. So I'll leave this video up for a while, and then I'll just be deactivating this account. And then, you know, if you want to remain my friend, like, people who know me know that I'm a better person, and that's not the person I was when I was 19 is not the person I am today. So my friends, hopefully, are gonna remain my friends. If you don't want to associate with me, then I understand. I guess you weren't really my friend to begin with. But yeah, I'm gonna just not do anything for a while. And yeah, goodbye. What should I say? What should my last words be? Keep fighting. Goodbye.